Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
I guess that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement, and his ability to shoot from a fair way out.
Correct.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Kante. Can he get it through? Olise. He's Olise! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Mbappe. Saka calmly anticipates. England, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Beckham. Stones. Can he get on the end of this? Beckham. Saka. Foden. Tries to pass it through. He has found the way through. It's Rashford! Camavinga. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
France definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Bellingham. Kane. Really fierce, close defending. Kane! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Pavard. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Dembele. Looking tidy in possession here. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Conte. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foden makes a dash for it. And here's Rashford. Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Well, that has not gone well. Dembele. And claimed it back swiftly. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
England have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession.
It's Rashford! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Maignan claims comfortably. France are looking to go forward now.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
It's run loose here. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Kane. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Conte. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. 60 minutes played. And here's Mbappe. Saka cuts it out. Bellingham running with intent. Conte. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foden, great vision. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Dembele, nicely spread. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, super find. Chance, surely! Oh, that could be pivotal! A breakthrough! So late in the day! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
England are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have movement on both benches. England look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
And here's Barcola. Now then, the ball's come loose. looking to pass their way up the pitch. Scholes. And Bowen. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons. And his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Portugal have traditionally produced wide men of great flair, and Luis Figo is one of their finest.
Without question.
Yeah, he doesn't have explosive pace to call upon, so he's become a master of dropping the shoulder and making those slalom-like movements to progress.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! He has found a way through. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bernardo Silva did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rafael Leao, pressing high and with purpose. Rafael Leao, that has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. Vitinha going forward. Makalele does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. Oh, some astute defending there. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. Doué. Doué! What a save by Diogo Costa! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Neither side yet able to find the net. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Makalele. Not the most convincing of passes. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Doué. Tries to pass it through. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's destined for the flank. Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. He's found a way through. Great vision. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Figo! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Vieira stood up well to him there. Not the most accurate pass. Vieira, the man we've all come to watch. Olise charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's fabulous. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. The second... Doué! And there's his goal! How they've waited! Now they have it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Antonio Silva is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Vitinha. Saliba cuts it out. Short changes him with that pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Mbappe. Oh, this is a great position. Chance, surely! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Doué has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Into the channel. Now it's Figo. And this is Ronaldo.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, good read.
That was well played. well stopped.
And they're quick to get it back. The ball has bounced loose now. It's a good-looking delivery.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Number 23.
Portugal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. No way through there. Oh, easy pickings there. France are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half, and the score is 1-0. No luck with that dink over the top. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. France moments now away from seeing this one out. Big chance! Well taken goal. We thought they were done, but never say never. So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Great defending, strong and determined. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a battle of endeavour, enterprise, and now endurance.
Substitutions taking place.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. France conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? João Felix. Makalele. Barcola. Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 10, Figo.
Portugal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
17, Vitinha. Coming on the field.
Vieira.
Number 6.
Can he get on the end of this?
Number 12.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's in plenty of space here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look...
Matias Nunes! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
He's having a hit!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Corner number 3 coming up. Diaby gets it away. So that was it, the first period of extra time. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
And here's Barcola. Now it's Barcola. A probing pass. Saliba calmly anticipates.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Impressive jump! No, just not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
That looks a good ball through. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming.
So after all of that, what can we say?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So we're all set, and we all know what is coming. 1-0.
Well, so far, so good, Peter.
Giroud, the next man to walk up to the spot. 1-1. A swift riposte.
Gonzalo Ramos is second man up.
No! Denied remarkably!
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Griezmann, second to go. And he puts it away.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
This then to level matters. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper.
Well, I think the keeper did very well to stay upright until the very end.
France are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to. That's a brilliant read.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Portugal are looking to him to tie things up. Big character, big moment, big save.
It's all about his mindset now.
He's done it! Feel the relief!
France can celebrate now. They have
Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling.
There is the live figure of Ed Milson.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back which makes him so key.
Yeah, he's got the lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Spot on.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Zico going face-to-face with his great rival.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's charged for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Portugal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Neymar wants to run onto this. Antonio Silva. And the pass is intercepted. And Romario!
Romario clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's a sharp little ball here. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Brazil definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. Bernardo Silva charging forward, the ball at his feet. Tries to play it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Ruben Neves. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super ball! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was quick to react. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Portugal go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Portugal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Portugal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And he's managed to get free. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Joao Felix. And this is Ronaldo. And the finish! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break...
Zico! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And it's Paquetá. Lucas Paquetá will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Portugal suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Now it's Joao Felix. He's had a shot! Lucas Paquetá. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an...
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And this is Zico. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, this is a great position. Ronaldinho, played out wide. Lucas Paquetá. He's having a shot! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Desperate defending required here. And it's Ronaldinho.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal have done it. The perfect outcome in this most...